Welcome back to Our Rules Restoration. Today I got a 1987 Cobra Maggot. So I'm going to clean this up, and I got two things I got to repair. So this actually does have the original radar dish, and the pin is in there. So I'm going to do a pin repair on the radar dish. And the second thing is the control stick. Let's see, where is it at? Right here. I had the control stick right here that came off of this. I'm going to reattach that. So step one, I'm going to get this all cleaned up. Then I'll do the repairs on the radar dish and the control stick and reassemble this. I'm going to start cleaning this up. Got it all cleaned up. I'm going to reassemble it. So these are specific to front and back. The back one has a little channel, fits up in there for the hook device. The front one, it's got a little post, and that little post goes in here. I'm going to go ahead and reassemble the rear vehicle first, then I'll get to the front and I'll do the repairs last. So been a while since I had this apart. First I'm going to put the tracks on. There is a L rear and a R rear. Right rear, left rear. And on the bottom you have an LR and an RR. So you can't go wrong. So I'm going to put the RR in. They slide on these posts. They snap in. Then you put the dumbbells in. Make sure when you line this up on the other side that those dumbbells fall in the holes. Two posts on this side. You line everything up. Push it together. Snaps together. Now I'm going to go ahead and reassemble this part. You drop that in there. The computer station, it sits on top. Two posts there, two pins here. Slide it down, snap. On the back, slide it down, snap. So that's done there. This part sits on top of that. So that's a finished done part, except for I got to fix this post. I'll do that last. I'll clean that up with rubbing alcohol. So the turret gun, it's sandwiched in with these two pieces here. So it's this little tab right here. That goes in here in the channel. Perfect. So it slides on just like that. This little part goes in there. Then this sandwiches together. There it goes. It just took some time. And then this drops down in here, and these ratchet. So you got to get them over these big posts. Not the tightest thing in the world, but it works. that thing catches on here. So let me set this to a side. Try to put it back on here. Alright, set that to a side. We'll go ahead and do the front vehicle. Front vehicle, same thing. There's a right and a left. 2 dumbbell axles. So I'm going to match up what I see. Somewhere on here it said it. If not, you can figure out right front and left front pretty easy. Snap the body together and we'll figure it out as we go. Make sure you line that pin up with that hole. Snaps together. Snap together. So this says right front. Try it again. Oh, there we go. You do have to have the body together. Dumbbell. Dumbbell. This tab goes to the top. It gets behind that little lip there. Just trying to put them in the wrong holes. You didn't see it until it was all the way together. Okay, engine cover. 2 tabs there, 1 on the back. Snap it down. There's a front gun on here. It slides in. I might have had to put that on before yep. I got to put that on first. So let me separate this back apart. There it goes. Just fiddle with it for a second. It sit on there. Line it back up. All together. This goes in here. Push the tabs in, don't break it. And last step is I'm going to have to repair this, but that snaps that in there. And that goes one way or the other here. Over the top. Radar dish on top. So let me go ahead and do that pin repair. And we should be done with this thing. It's coming along quite nicely. I just got to fix this little post. Fix this radar dish. And we'll have a complete maggot minus worms. Alright, got a pin vise. Paper clip. The very, very tiny little post. Luckily I found that down in the box. It was off this right here. First thing is I'm going to go ahead and fix this joystick. I could have fixed that with Lego if I didn't find it, but man, I'm glad I found it. Apply some Mr. Cement on here. Very tiny part. Try to match up the original brake. There we go. Matched up the original brake. Let that sit up. About an hour I'll come back and I'll put some around the brake. Melt it down even more. Set that to a side. So I need to get this post out so I can repair it. Push that out with the paper clip. Maybe. There we go. So let's go ahead and attach the 2 vehicles together. Get the cannon out of the way. There we go. Yep, so you want that to be towards the top, not the bottom right here. So I had that upside down. This back one spins, the front one does not. It just rotates. Set the cannon back on. Got a brake that's crooked, so I'm going to plastic nip that down straight across. File it flat. Clean it up. Drill bit right down the center of it if I can. Alright, gonna cut this down and fully dry, but I'm gonna cut it down, get a little bit there, test fit it. Test fit it in the radar dish. A little bit shorter. Test fit it. There we go. Some super glue in this hole. And on the edge. Try to straighten up the pinhole the best you can. And I'm going to let that dry for about an hour or so. I'll go ahead and put that in the shaft here in a bit, and then I'll wrap this video up. Let it dry for a little bit. Go ahead and put it in the gun. Be very mindful of the new fix. See where this broke. It's a pain in the butt to get the thing in. There we go. Radar dish. Not going to twist it around, let it dry fully. Go ahead and mount that on. Little cap goes on. Snapped on. Put the piece back on the top. And one fully restored Cobra Maggot. Joysticks repaired. Cleaned up. I'll wipe it down in a couple days. Radar dish repair. Original non-repro radar dish. Alright, thanks for watching. I'd say this is probably the equivalent to the Thunderclap. But it's one of those vehicles, it's looks like a big vehicle. It's two smaller vehicles, actually three, but it's a cool little thing. Maybe I'll get worms down today. There's a black major worms I really like. I know it's not the original, but those are really cool. Those black majors are really cool. Gun turns around, radar dish on top, moves with the original gun. Really happy with that. Alright, more videos to come.